All right. Man, it's good to be back to Nashville, trying to get something in. Man, got us a good 2 miles in. A little different today. Trying to do something different. Had to. Trying to train the mind, the brain. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. I put a post out last night. Some of you probably seen it. When you lose a loved one, it can be tough sometimes. And I'm talking about my aunt on my mom's side. Passed yesterday. I can pretty much deal with death. I signed up on the dotted line once I gave myself over to him. It doesn't bother me too much. I'm expendable when it comes to that. But what bothers me is the other folk, family members, see how they take it. And you pray for them because you love them. And it's a family situation. For me, man, she's my aunt. And it don't seem like it sometimes, man. My mama tell me, when I was little, when I was born, and I guess my auntie was just so excited, mom having her first child and everything. And man, every time you look around, my auntie had me. She had me. And mama used to say, I can't, she used to tell my dad, I can't get my own baby. For MaryAnn, come and get my baby. Where my baby at? But it's all good, though. That's what family's about. As I got older and stuff, teenage years, getting older, man, like, out there in JC, man, we walked a lot of places out there. Sometimes we walked at nighttime, me and her. And I said to myself, ain't even nobody gonna mess with my auntie. And there was some folks, man, cause, they brothers and stuff, they was close. And then, and somebody said, man, that's your brother? And she always said, no, that's my nephew. So that thing kind of stuck with me, man. I know she was my auntie, but it seemed like she was a sister. And I dedicate this workout to her today. Yeah, anytime I lose somebody that I know and love and care about, especially when it comes to family, I'm sweating like a black man called Mississippi. What I say to the family is you remember what she taught. And I know it, I can see it. I can see it through her daughter. It's not a time I go over that girl's house. You're my first cousin. House clean. It's clean. Food everywhere, nice and neat and everything. And her children dressing me, yes sir, no sir. I know where they come from. That's what you call a good upbringing. And that's what we have to do. You have to remember your upbringing. I know how this feels. I've been there before. But my dad, man, had, a few strokes there, and last man, it was kind of rough on him. And, and I said, once I got the word, we was in service, man, and got the word that he had passed, and I'm like, man, it's rough. So I go over to the funeral home, and I'm looking at everything, and sometimes you have a conversation with him about things. Ain't nothing wrong with that family. Have a conversation with him. And I'm like, man, you start asking yourself, the human part, start asking why. And it just dawned on me, man, at least the man ain't suffering. He already got himself together with him. He already had his inner self with him. I'm there, I'm looking at a shell. I'm looking at a man that I used to know. Hands still bigger than mine. Out of all his 3 sons, I have his hands, but his hands still bigger than mine. I'm looking at this man, and I said, well, man been put away nice. I said, this is an honorable death right here. It's not a sad death. Sometimes things happens unexpected to us, and we have to deal with it. And sometimes we can get angry and upset with him, and we like he's taking something that we love away. But we always got to say it is well. I say that to say this, folks. With natural death like this, as my aunt, anybody else that's even on my Facebook friends, I've seen a lot of death here, and you had to put people away. Then you see, and then we going through this virus, this pandemic where folks are dying rapidly. Something uncontrollable. You have these 2 things going on. Then we have senseless death, like down in Georgia. Folks jumping out of the truck, shooting the man down. And right here in Nashville, Cashville, Tennessee, all around this little area. North Nashville, South Nashville, West Nashville. Folks getting shot down. I'm talking about us. We shooting one another. I'm trying to contemplate this thing. We having our natural death and this virus. Those things you can't help. It's in his hand. But here we are senseless, whether it's race baited or what. Then ourselves, what are we doing? We flogging out here. We're trying to be more than what we are, and we shooting one another. We can always look on this other side and see what this other race is doing to us, but what are we doing ourselves, folks? Senseless killings and murders. And then we have our loved ones. Yeah, ain't making sense, is it? I'm not gonna be all day, folks. Stand up and stand strong. Start loving your folks. I see a lot of posts out here. My mom said, you don't never know where death is. I had to break the news to my mom. I said, my brother asked me, you want me to call her? And cousin said, you want me to call her? I deal with it. And after I told mom, and she was kind of shocked of it, because we were just together Monday talking about it, And after the little conversation, probably about, I'd say 6 minutes, I said, Mom, did I address this situation well to you? She said, yeah, you did. You had to tell me. You had to tell me what's going on. Folks, I don't know how close can it get. Let me tell you something. That's why I do everything 100%. I ain't got time to lie. I ain't got time to cheat. I ain't got time for none of that. I go 100 either way. I'm going to love you to the day you die. I'm going to love you till the man busts my suit down the back and slide me in it. We don't have time to play out here, folks. We ain't got time to scheme. And all this is going on down here. All like the great Sam Smith said, we need to trust in him and check everything else. We can't get caught up in this money, houses, and cars. This matrix living out here. Some of us can't wait to get back, and some of us, and I'm hearing this. I gotta get out of here. I'm hearing this. I'm hearing it from all colors of folks. And I got some advice for you. I done said this once before. Some of us, at this moment right now, some of us do not think this virus is real. What money you do have, go to the hot spot. Yeah, go to a hot spot. Whether it may be New York. Go to a hot spot. Don't even wear a mask. Don't wear no gloves. Go up there and say you want to visit. Say, sir, you can't, ma'am, you can't visit today. I need to, because I don't believe this is real. Everybody talking, but you ain't saying nothing. It pisses me off. This virus is not real. Go up there to a hospital where somebody's dying with no mask and no gloves on. Take your butt up there. Make them haul you out of there. Say, no, I need to see, because I don't believe it's real. And see if it's real or not. That's a fool. Because it hasn't happened to you yet. You may have some asymptomatic symptoms or something where it ain't affecting you. But don't sit up and say it ain't real. You haven't investigated. You're not one of the family members that's died they can't even have a funeral for. Can't go claim the body. But we sitting back talking about, I don't think it's real. It's a hoax out here. Tell you, get up off your butt, go up there with no mask and no gloves, and see if it's real or not. We sitting back talking. This reminds me of football. You have guys on the NFL every Sunday talking about how they would do something. What's wrong? Why come they didn't do this? They haven't played it down in their life. Don't know what it's like to have a dislocated finger, broken ribs, a shoulder out of socket, broken nose, the wind knocked out of you like somebody hit you with a freight train. Ask Jim Brown if those hits hurt. Ask Eddie George if those hits hurt. Corey Dillon, these folks. But we always talking, man, they didn't do this, they didn't. But come on, people. Ain't played her down in their life. We're going to tell you how to play. You giving all you got. The coaches got your hype all the way up here. You can run through a wall, a brick wall, especially if you down by halftime. But ain't nobody never played. But they're gonna tell you how to do something. Hold a block, make a tackle. Why come he didn't do it? But they never played. Ain't never suited up. Don't know what sweat and blood tastes like at the same time. And vomit. It's real out here. You got to get it going. You go on up there. Get you a ticket. Get up there some kind of way. For you don't think it's real out here. Don't think the virus is fake. It's a hoax. Go up there with no mask and no gloves. And you tell me the reason why you up there. I just don't think this is real. Get exposed to it and see what happens. Stay up out here, folks. It's a bunch of garbage out here, a bunch of demonic stuff out here, a bunch of evil out here. The last time I checked, he said overcome evil with good. Who are you? Are you part of the demon pack back here? Or are you part of the Good Shepherd team? Yeah, I like that. The Good Shepherd. Stay up out here, folks. And I say to my family, we still stand together. Don't nothing happen without his authority. There's a reason for everything. We have to work through these difficult times. Because this body, this is what we know. We're used to people. Like I was used to my daddy being here. It's not a day go by. I want to pick up that phone and call him and see how he doing. Not a day go by. Then it hits my mind, so, oh man, he's not here, man. So, oh man, he's waiting. Yeah, he's waiting. He's waiting. Like all of us gonna have to wait. Stand up out here, folks. Stand strong out here. Don't get weary in well doing. Again, the GFI switch has been hit. This is our time to be focused. Keep your mind focused on him. Oh yeah, folks, it's not fictitious out here. I wouldn't be standing here today if it wasn't for him. I know I'm supposed to be gone. Long time ago. He just wasn't ready. He snatched me out of some things. He was good to me when I wasn't even good to myself. Stay up out here, folks. Pray for the family and pray for some other folks out here that have lost loved ones out here. Stay up. We can do this thing. I can do. We can do all things through him. Till next time.